Your IELTS writing is bifurcated into two parts. Task 1, Task 2. Task 2, essay. Task 1, report writing for IELTS academic, as you all are for IELTS academic. So task 1, how many minutes we will dedicate? 20 minutes, and 40 minutes we will allot to our essay writing, because it is 66% and this is 33%. Now, how will you go about? You will write 4 separate paragraphs. I will tell you the order how to go about it, and strict no to writing conclusion in the end. In task 1, you are not supposed to write conclusion in the end. I will tell you how to incorporate conclusion in a very, I would say, tricky way, so that even the evaluator does not mess with you. Okay. Now, second is quality over quantity. Do not believe in overwriting, because the more you will write, more errors you will make. And then 9 to 12 sentences you will write, no more than that. And high quality if you are writing, of course, I have specified the number of sentences. Learn question types. Very important is the kind of question types you encounter, because at times people really goof up or they muddle up with regard to their question type. The moment they get process, they panic because they do not know how to go about it. Let's say if I give you 2 diagrams, you do not know in what order you should cater to the answer. So this is what is important, because the score is further divided into 4 parameters. They give you marks on lexical resources, which is LR. So what kind of vocabulary you are incorporating? You are saying it is increasing at a rapid rate. If I am saying it is surging, is it making difference? Yes. Likewise, there are words like plummeted, plunged, lot many words. I'm going to guide you. I'm going to share multiple resources with you, which will exhibit these kinds of words. But I'm just letting you know that LR is one of the parts. Now, your CC, cohesion, coherence, whether you are using connectors, what kind of flow you are having. Let's say you are writing on a final note, likewise, similarly, moreover, additionally, furthermore. You're getting marks for that. But excess of everything is harmful. So be mindful about it. Okay, I'll tell you how to go about this particular part. Now, in IELTS essays and in IELTS task 1, you have task response, task achievement. Something you assume. TA or TR kuch hota hai, right? So what kind of logical flow you are giving to it, you are getting marks for that. Let's say in essay, if I state, they're asking impact of globalization on economy, and you're only writing about globalization. Or let's assume you're only writing about economy. So you didn't cater to the answer question. That's a wrong answer. So your marks, you will observe a dip in your score. Make sense, everybody? So we would be mindful, whatever the question is asking, are we catering to the demands of the questions or not? Okay, and I'll ensure that ahead too, because this is the teaching pedagogy that I generally follow. Some people know it. Gauri is joining for the second time, so she knows that pretty well. So, sentence and vocabulary variety. Write in your words and mistake-free sentences. So, if your goal is to move up the rubric, what is rubric? The scale. Let's say maximum people land up to 6.5. Despite having a great command over English, they struggle, right? Gauri, what was the last score that you got?
I got 7.5 in writing.
0.5 in writing. And how about the overall score?
Listening was
Yes,
little low, and reading was low.
exactly. So everything matters. So she was under my guidance. I asked her, okay, do writing. She submitted the writing part, but listening is equally important. Her gray area was spellings too, right, Gauri? So this time we need to work. We need to work on spellings. Now, sentence and vocabulary variety. Let's say you are repetitively using the word because you can see sales are increasing. So every now and then you are repeating one word, increasing or rising. That's it. No other words you have. We will have to learn. We'll have to get a grasp of those words. And I'll tell you. And write in your own words. Some people have the tendency, whatever the question is written in front of you, without paraphrasing, you will write it as it is. What is paraphrasing, Viraj?
Writing it in your way, changing it a bit. Not really, but changing it in your style.
Tweaking the language, not changing. Okay, TWEAK, tweak the language. So when you restate the same idea in different words, that is paraphrasing. So what did I say? Restate. I said tweak, I said restate. So that's what. I am saying I'm not feeling well. You are saying I'm running down with cold. Let's say Shivi is saying I'm a bit under the weather. Same thing, but different forms. That's what IELTS examiners expect from you. They have given you task one question and you are replicating as it is. And you are being proud of the same thing. Wow, I've written 3 lines on my own. I'm so smart. I have copied it from there and I am able to just 1 or 2 words I have changed and I'm good to go. 1 or 2 words won't serve your purpose. You have to tweak the entire language. वहां वर्ल्ड लिखा है तो we have changed it to society. Okay, they have written in recent times, we will write in contemporary times. Okay, so I will uplift you with regard to the words also, but you should make up your mind accordingly that you have to be really adaptive towards learning. Okay, now third is mistake free sentences. The only key difference from 6.5 to 7.5 or 8 band is in writing, especially, is writing without any mistakes. And you won't believe, but this is the most challenging part. Because when you overlook, you miss out on many words. So that's why I tell my students in a very clear way, in a very vivid manner, that you need to see or look at every single word that you are writing in your essay or task one. So for that, 5 to 7 minutes you should allot for proofreading. Proofreading is what? Revising what you have written. अगर आप रिवाइज नहीं कर रहे, you will miss out on the flow, you will miss out commas, punctuation marks, and thus exerting a negative effect on your score. And those slips like government and N missing, such kind of slips also to be worked upon. Now, key tips are ensure a great performance. That means time management is essential here. Essential means super essential. So no breaks. You need to simulate the exam. That means while you are performing at your end, when I will guide you, when I will assist you or channelize you, you should know that I have to simulate the exam conditions. मेरे को 60 minutes लेकर बैठना है and I have to execute that particular set of questions 1 and 2, and let's see whether I'm able to complete this or not. You know what happens? What is the significant error here that generally people make? They attempt task one with that overconfidence that we will be able to complete. Whatever has come our way, let's do it. पहला task one आ गया, task one कर दो. Now, what they don't realize, let's say they consumed 40 minutes. 10 minutes ऊपर हो गया. Your essay is gone. Your essay really goes beyond your control. Why? Because I asked you clearly 40 minutes we require for essay, for framing, for coherence, for cohesion and all those parameters or attributes. So agar 5 to 7 minutes do we require for proofreading, you won't be able to write that in 10 or 15 minutes. No. So please ensure that you are exactly, once we are done with task 1, task 2, you are simulating the exam conditions at your home, attempting this examination, and then observing that whether I am able to write within 60 minutes or not. If not, then I need to increase my typing speed. And also please ensure that your handwriting is legible. Okay, better visibility you are offering to the examiner, better scores you are getting. If the other person is struggling understanding what you have written, they won't give a damn about it. But your career would be at stake. So we should be very mindful that even our handwriting should be good. It should be legible at least. Readable. Legible means readable. Right? Now, you have to strictly write, the last parameter which you can witness is, you have to strictly write in formal language. What do you understand by formal language? Formal language means you cannot use colloquial language. Colloquial meaning hota hai casual. Means you cannot utilize slangs. Let's say if I'm saying, it's catching up at a good speed, blah, blah. No, 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 no. It is scaling up. Catching up. Let's say when I say you are utilizing in a nutshell in essays. In a nutshell is what? It's an idiomatic expression. You cannot utilize idiomatic expression. Idioms you cannot use in your writing part. In task 2 especially, if I'm saying. So what you will say? To recapitulate, which means to conclude. I will give you these words later. But this is just to give you clarity that I really expect a better command over English if you are targeting at least 7 or 7.5. And this thing will really demand a lot of efforts. Like Junaid, I expected one write-up at least from you. I was looking forward to it and I didn't receive. Until you work, my work will stand nowhere. I am nothing without your support, guys. You get the point? Now, mistakes to avoid. Not paraphrasing introduction. What is not paraphrasing introduction? You know. Now, what is describing items mechanically? Describing items mechanically means you are saying that initially it was 45, now it is 76, now it is scaling up to 100. So you've just written the words. Do you think they want that mathematical explanation from you? Aha! They are looking forward to words. Let's say there was a dramatic rise, sharp increase, significant increase, or let's say substantial rise. They are looking forward to such kind of words, not the mathematical comparison. Of course, they want you to analyze that properly to come up with that conclusion that this is rising up or dramatically rising or gradually rising, whatever. Gradually means what? Slowly, step by step. Dramatic means it was here and now it is here the very next moment. So it is that up. So that is dramatic rise. And you are observing the figure was here and just in another month it has risen up here. That means I will write dramatic rise. So I will equip you accordingly, but please ensure that you are not at times, despite telling students goof up or they muddle up, which means they mess up. Both the words mean the same. Goof up or muddle up means they make mistakes or they mess up. Do not do that. Vocabulary repetition and basic level vocabulary choices will only make you land till 6 or 6.5. High level vocabulary 7, 7.5 without any mistakes. You have to literally write mistake free sentences. That means you will have to practice n number of essays. Do not fall prey of these words or these suggestions where people say, oh, I got 5.5, I got 6 in one go without even taking the training. Yes, people can get 6, but it's very difficult to scale up to 7 or 7.5 without doing any practice. You give 3 times, you will still get 6, 6.5 if you do not practice enough. But if you are practicing and that too you are under my guidance, you will definitely get your desired scores. So it is basically a lot of practice, good amount of time that you need to invest on this to get up to, for sure, 7, 7.5 minimum in your first attempt. I do not talk about second attempt. Why to waste 18,000 bucks? Right? If you will invest for the second time, that means 18,000 bucks are gone. So why not do the practice at one go itself? Be it 1 month or 2 months, whatever it takes. Please give in your 100% inputs. Do not sit without that. Now, what is writing about every aspect? Writing about every aspect means that you have to cater to whatever is mentioned in the question. At times, what do people do? What do people do? What kind of mistakes? Anybody who has attempted the examination, what is the most frequent mistake with regard to writing? They do not cater to every aspect. Let's say males and females written clearly. So males prefer gardening. Females prefer cooking. What is the highest rate? What is the lowest rate? You only covered about males. Or let's say you only covered about females, but you missed about males. That means you didn't cover every aspect. It's gone. Okay. Next is poor organization. So for poor organization, you know what is the criteria? I always advise my students to create a blueprint. What is blueprint? Rough draft. That I am going to incorporate all these things. So prior to your write-up, you know that these are the things right in front of me and I will write it this way. Let's say I'm asking, let's say, there's an extempore round here on the spot. So I'm asking you questions. So you realize, oh, I missed to talk about my family. Then in between, meanwhile, you're talking about your professional front, you jump into your family. This is what poor organization. Likewise, if you are writing and at the time of your write-up, you realize, oh, I missed on to this point. Let me add in here. I was supposed to add that in the above paragraph, but it's okay. Let me add it here. What is this? Poor organization. So if you know it prior, you will not struggle. Clear? So blueprint is extremely important. Those who forget that, I don't know how you guys go about it, but please ensure that you should go by a rough draft first, okay, on the rough paper. Now, improper verb tense and word form. What is improper verb tense and word form? Let me tell you. When you write that organizations helps, this is what? Verb tense formation wrong. Organizations is already plural. You will not use S or ES with the verb. Let's say it is just like you are saying people walks. People is plural. You cannot say walks. So many people who are 100% aware about this kind of thing, they still make mistakes. Many people write people's, children's, and when I tell them, oh, it's people already plural, children's already plural, children already plural, why are you writing children's? They're like, oh ma'am, I knew it by mistake. Please. I would not appreciate, IELTS won't appreciate such kind of errors. So if you know, then be mindful. Those who do not know, I accept the fact. It is then the responsibility for the guide to tell them, okay, you're going in the wrong direction. But how about if you know and you're making such kind of slips? Not acceptable. Make sense? So improper verb tense, एक ये भी होता है, एक word form होता है. What is word form? What is this choice order? So when I am saying, let's say I have to write retention and concentration, and I am writing retaining and concentration. It is just like I am saying, I am walking and talk. Is this correct English? I am walking and talk. No, I am walking and talking, right? So people make such kind of errors. Then punctuation marks. When you are not aware that you are writing let's say a sentence, and in between that sentence there is and. Okay. अब and से पहले कॉमा कब लगेगा आपको नहीं पता. जब दो इंडिपेंडेंट सेंटेंसेस है, क्लॉजेस है, आप कॉमा लगाओगे एंड से पहले. बट अगर आप 3 आइटम्स की बात कर रहे हो तो आप कॉमा नहीं लगाओगे. आप बोल रहे हो शी इज टॉल एंड ब्यूटीफुल, so you will not put comma before and. But when you are saying that she goes for a walk daily, comma, and she is losing substantial amount of weight. If you bifurcate, if you divide these sentences, do these sentences make sense? Yes. She goes for a walk daily, one sentence. And she is losing substantial amount of weight, another sentence. Are these independent clauses? Yes. अगर इनको मैं अटैच कर रही हूं, I will put comma and. But we don't realize. Fanboys के पहले comma आता है. What is fanboys? You might not be aware. What are fanboys? So fanboys are conjunctions for, and, but, or, yet, so. You get the point? For, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. So when you are using, I will give you the sentences also. It is just for the reference. Do not worry. You need not even write this. I'm going to tell you in the upcoming classes. So when you are utilizing fanboys, you need to put comma, and punctuation marks are not there, then you are of course goofing up. Many people, when I am telling you them, moreover के बाद comma लगाना है, however के बाद comma लगाना है, use comma after connectors, they miss on to that. Oh ma'am, I forgot, sorry. You will say sorry to me. It's okay, I'll forgive you. But IELTS will not forgive you. They will simply deduct your marks. And you will keep on wondering why I've gotten 6 or 6.5, why I'm struggling despite attempting this examination for 3 times, why I'm still stuck at 3 or 6, why not 7? So people come up with such kind of doubts, and this is your gray area. I'm telling you upfront, right away. So in the first stage itself, please rectify these problems. Okay, it makes sense, right? I invested good amount of time in just telling you what kind of things can come up as an obstacle for you. And you really need to fight those obstacles well from the scratch itself. Okay, from the beginning itself. All right. So that's all about this. I'm proceeding towards the next module. Module as in, I'm going to just start with the nitty gritty of this particular section, task 1.